But what did you do? What did you say? Or did you walk or did you run away? Where are you now? Where have you been? Did you go alone or did you bring a friend? I need to know this, 'cause I noticed you're smiling out in the sun, having fun and feeling free. And I can tell you know how hard this life can be, but you keep on smiling for me. Was it a story or was it a song? Was it overnight or did it take you long? Was knowing your weakness what made you strong? Or all the above? Oh, how I love to see you smiling. And oh yeah, take a little pain just in case. You need something warm to embrace to help you put on a smiling face. A summary of something that you could smile about. Say for instance, my girlfriend, she bugs me all the time. But the irony of it all is that she loves me all the time. Oh, see.
Buy my love, not for sale.
Yeah, but my brother.
At least not for $1,000.
Hey, what's up, Township? I'm Sam.
And I'm Gina, and we have September's first edition of Monthly Rewind Season 11. It has been 5 years since September 11th. Nick Cantino looks back on the tragic event.
5 years ago, America's worst tragedy occurred. One 767 airline jet crashed into the side of the World Trade Center's North Tower. Then 15 minutes later, another hijacked 767 airline jet crashed into the South Tower. And half an hour later, a 757 airline jet crashed into the Pentagon in Washington, D.C. Another airplane was headed for Washington, D.C., but the passengers were able to take back control of the plane and crash it in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. 2,973 people died altogether. 246 of the total died on the four planes. 2,602 died in the towers and on the ground in New York City. 125 people died in the Pentagon. Everyone remembers where they were and what they were doing at the time when they heard the news.
Well, it was back in 7th grade. I was in my social studies class, and I remember someone came in with a notice saying that we were attacked, and I just remember not really sure what was going on.
I was in my 7th grade reading class, and I think we were going over vocab during that certain period. And when they came in and told us, I really wasn't sure of what the World Trade Centers were, but later I found out really what happened, and I was very unhappy.
Since then, our government has increased security all over the country. Tighter airport security, increased border patrol, and more are just a few of the many things our government has done to prevent future terrorist attacks. Yet are they enough? And is America starting to become more secure with herself?
Our government could improve our security by being more prepared for unexpected things.
To improve security, I think we should pay more attention to who comes into the country, watch the borders.
Have better security for people who come on and off airplanes.
I don't like airplanes to begin with, but I do trust all the protection laws.
I do feel safe to travel on an airplane, but I think that whole thing where you're not allowed to bring electronics or liquids or anything, I think that's a little too far.
Racial profiling is another way our government tries to predict possible terrorists. They look for males between the ages of 17 and 40 with any Arab descent. Yet is this right to do such a thing? And is it against the Constitution that this great country was built on?
I think it's wrong because you can't just judge a person on what race they are. You have to get to know them.
Racial profiling is wrong by all means. I mean, there's no reason why you should judge someone just by the way they look or by the way they act, without even knowing who the person is.
September 11, 2001 was horrible and will live in infamy. Thousands of people died instantly just sitting behind their desk or just going to work. Since then, our government has changed a lot in the United States to improve her security and how she reacts to immigrants to prevent another terrorist attack. But you have to ask yourself a question. Do you feel safe? I'm Nick Cantino from Monthly Rewind, Season 11. Thanks for watching.
There are many qualities about Mr. Miller that are unknown by the student body. Gina Turner reveals all the mysteries.
WTHS is well-equipped teachers who care about their students, love what they do, and devote their free time to help benefit the students. Retiring materials processing teacher and senior class advisor Mr. Miller is just one of those teachers that goes above and beyond for the students.
Mr. Miller will assist, and that's what we do with each other. Each advisor is in charge of their particular things, and they all assist. He is great as my greeter during the junior prom and senior prom. We attend all the senior activities together. And when it comes to Toys for Tots, he's the man in charge of the fire.
Mr. Miller is just one of the reasons why class council is a close-knit family. As a class officer, I get to see firsthand every day how much work Mr. Miller really does put into the organization.
In the past 2 years, I've learned a lot about Mr. Miller. He's very helpful, he loves what he does, and there are different activities that he is involved in. An example for project graduation and the graduation, he makes sure that everything turns out perfect.
The faculty here is the major difference. They're more than willing to go out of their way to help you with anything. And also the students. The students here are a lot nicer than a lot of places I've taught. And it's just an all-around better situation. The friends I've made, not only faculty but students.
We've grown to be close friends over the years since I started as the trip advisor. He was already the graduation advisor before I got the position, and over the years with all the activities and whatnot, we've got to be very close.
Aside from his busy life at WTHS, Mr. Miller has plenty of interesting hobbies that he will keep himself busy with when his time is up here at Township.
I'm a volunteer firefighter here in the Township. I belong to Herfield Volunteer Fire Company. I've been there since May of '73. I also hunt. I like to deer hunt, bear and turkey. I've also hunted them and enjoy that. And my wife and I have a place in Maine where we have a little camp right on the lake in Maine, and we'll spend more time up there. But my main focus is my granddaughter. We just have a new granddaughter, our first grandchild, Mia, and she was born on March the 7th, so we spend a lot of time with her, and the time we spend with her will be even more special.
There is no doubt that Mr. Miller's retirement will be chalked up as a loss for WTHS. I wish him all the happiness. This has been Gina Tordo for Monthly Rewind, Season 11. Pat O'Day is an ideal student and excellent athlete. John Shields reports on this month's senior feature.
While many students struggle to balance both academics and athletics, Pat O'Day makes it look easy. Pat's not only the captain for the boys cross-country team in 2006, but he's a delegate on student council, maintains a high GPA, and is in the top 15 kids in his class. Pat's teammates had nothing but good things to say about him.
Well, everyone listens to him. He's a good example. He works hard. He's basically the hardest working on the team. Yeah, I'd take Pat any day. He's fast. Everyone listens to him. He's good looking.
He's got good leadership skills. He's always there trying to get people to go a little further. If someone's down or someone's not doing what they're supposed to do, he lets them know, and he lets them know what to do to get better.
The fact that he just doesn't really do anything wrong, he just leads by example, like Coach said. He just goes out there and he runs his race and makes sure everyone's doing their thing and not fooling around too much.
I had the opportunity to speak with Coach Albertson about Pat's role as captain this year and what leadership qualities he looks for in a captain.
Pat's very quiet, keep to himself kind of guy. but he's showed improvement since his freshman year, and it was tough for him to make the varsity team this year, or last year I should say, and he stepped up and did it this year, and he's come a long way from his freshman year. Like I said, he's kind of a quiet leader. He leads by example.
I sat down with Pat to discuss the hardships of trying to balance his busy schedule.
I usually have like no free time. I'm pretty tired after practice every day. Then I have to come home and do usually a lot of homework.
Pat's parents play an active role in his life.
My parents push me, obviously, and that it results in me wanting to do well in both sports and academics. So if I come home with any bad grades, obviously they're not going to be happy like their parents would be. And also they're there to support me through sports as well. And they think that it's good for me being involved and wouldn't want me to come home every day without doing anything participation outside of schoolwork.
Pat doesn't take his parents' support for granted.
Sometimes a little embarrassing, but I definitely appreciate them supporting me.
Pat acknowledges the things he accomplished were no easy task.
I'd like to be remembered for probably graduating high in the class, and also be acknowledged that I did that, and also did a varsity sport for 3 seasons out of the year.
It's easy to see why Pat O'Day stands out here at Washington Township High School. I wish him all the luck in his future endeavors. This has been John Shields reporting from Monthly Rewind, Season 11.
At WTHS, Friday night football games are a big event. Here to tell us more is Olivia Devine.
At WTHS, the student body is enthusiastic in everything they do. But what makes the Friday night football game the most anticipated event of the week? Is it our varsity football team, whose previous record was 7-3 and is expected to lead us to many victories over this next year? Or is it our 7-year conference champion cheerleaders, who also won states for 2 years in a row and nationals? How about our award-winning marching band, who also traveled to San Diego for the Holiday Bowl? What else makes this event such a big deal?
My favorite part of the game is the fans. They make it so much more fun. They're so exciting. Their chants, they're unbelievable. I love them.
With the pregame tailgating and high energy during the game, the class of 2007 has high hopes for the rest of the season. How did this tailgating come about?
Well, we were in homeroom first day, and our teacher asked how we could bring our class together, and I thought we could tailgate, and it kind of just spread, you know. I told a couple of people, and now everyone's here. I'm basically the father of 07 tailgating.
I just wanted to grow up thinking it'd be fun to hang out with my friends, tailgate, and do it myself.
So many people heard about us tailgating, and everyone's coming all of a sudden. More people are coming than what you would thought. It's unbelievable. There's so many people here. I love it.
I think the tailgating will make it look like 07's a lot more spirited than all the other classes, and it'll give us something special that no one else has done.
I think that the class of 07 is already demonstrating that they want to continue in the vein and in the tradition that the class of 06 so clearly established. Incredibly enthusiastic. They've already decorated the hallways of the school, and just this turnout and the level of enthusiasm I'm seeing here tonight, without question, gives me the sense that the class of 07 can set their own standard.
As you can see, Friday nights at WTHS are a very fun place to be. You should come out and join us. This is Olivia Devine reporting with Monthly Rewind, Season 11.
And now Eric Sosinski brings us another edition of Rewind Mail Time.
I saw him standing there by the white mailbox with his mailman jacket and his shiny golden locks.
I said, can I take your letter and I'll make everything better. Everything better.
And I could tell that it was time for mail. Rewind mail, singing I love mail time. Put another letter in my mailbox, baby. I love mail time. So come on and get ready, it's time for mail.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of Monthly Rewind Mail Time. I'm your host, Eric Swizinski.
Now, during this portion of the show, we like to take a little time off from the other informational segments and answer the personal questions and queries of you, our faithful viewers. So, without much further ado, let's get going on that first letter of Season 11. Whoa, holy cow, so many letters already, it's hard to choose just one, you know? Okay, Dear Monthly Rewind, with Mark Bono of Season 10 moving on to bigger and better things, how was it decided who should take over mail time responsibilities in this new season of Monthly Rewind? Sincerely, Daniel Zeiters, age 10. Well, Daniel, that is just an excellent question. Now, for those of you who don't know, Mark the Basket Bono was the host of Mail Time last year for Season 10 of Monthly Rewind. And as he leaves for college, he leaves some pretty big shoes to fill here as host. Now, before he left, he cornered two of us future Rewinders, myself and Mr. John Shields, and told us that if he could leave his Mail Time legacy to anyone, it would be to one of the two of us. Now, unfortunately for all of us, he could not decide on his own, so he left it to the two of us, myself and Mr. Shields, to decide who would take on hosting responsibilities. Now, with us being mature and civil and polite, respectable human beings, we decided to settle it the only way polite, respectable human beings know how. We raced.
SHB fresh GE.
Oh, that's good stuff. Well, little Danny, I hope I answered your question, but for the rest of you out there, if you have anything you want to know about any of us Rewinders, about anything here at Monthly Rewind, please be sure to drop us an email at monthlyrewind@yahoo.com. Until then, I hope you tune in next month and every month for your Mail Time segments and the rest of us here at Monthly Rewind. Until then, I've been Eric Swazinski. Good night.
The sound of sticks clashing can be heard all over Township. Liz Kilborn has more on WTHS's field hockey team.
This year, the girls' field hockey team started off their season a whole lot differently than years past. For the first time in August, they had cuts, denying 11 girls the option to play this year. Coach O'Connor has more.
Well, this year we were faced with a situation that we haven't been, in that we had many more girls trying out for the program, and we made a decision as a staff that we needed to make some cuts, streamline it a little bit, and hopefully be able to give that much more attention, since we only do have 3 paid coaches at the school. So you have to think about that as a staff and what you can offer the kids that you do keep.
The girls practice from 2:45 to 5:30 every day. The new criteria for field hockey this year has made the girls push harder to build success for upcoming seasons.
In previous years, field hockey team I think was more taken as a joke and an easy thing to get on because there was never cuts before. And this year,
It proved that field hockey at our school has been improving over the past 5-6 years since Coach O'Connor's been here. And it's just a new level of intensity. We're working much harder than we've ever worked before, and I think we're going to be better for it.
11 girls were cut from the team consisting of sophomores, juniors, and even seniors. This year, coaches decided to keep all freshmen so they could be the beginning of an all-new field hockey program. The girls of the field hockey team now feel out for the girls that were lost. So just how hard could field hockey possibly be? Well, I found out at one of their easy practice sessions. Take a look. Normally when the girls are training for an upcoming game, this is not the typical practice you'd see. We had relays with bombardment balls and hula hoops. However, on an average day, the field hockey girls start off with stretching, followed by intense running, and finally drills. With cuts taking place in August, new intense practices, and a few broken-hearted players, it'll be interesting to see how the girls' field hockey team holds up in the second half of their season. I'm Liz Kilborn reporting for Monthly Rewind. See you next month.
There's a lot of controversy over the new food policy. Michelle Scott explores the new guidelines.
Low-fat pretzels, baked chips, water, and sugar-free drinks. These are just some of the things you'll be seeing in this year's cafeterias. Thanks to a new policy passed by the Washington Township Board of Ed in July, things like regular chips and sodas are banned from sale during school hours.
Well, I think it's an attempt statewide and nationwide to address what clearly is an issue, and that's childhood obesity.
We're now using whole grains for our breads and rolls. Almost all of our rolls are now whole grain. Our pizza crust is whole grain. Our hot dog is reduced fat. We use all chip products that have no trans fats. They're all baked. The cookie is now a smaller size so that it meets the portion requirements. Sugar is not the first ingredient in any of our snack products.
Although the policy has had a rather warm welcome from teachers and administrators, the response from students has been less than enthusiastic.
I don't know. I just don't like it. It's too much like restrictions and stuff. I don't know. I don't like it.
I think it's really stupid because all the kids are just going to go home anyways and eat whatever they want. So if they're trying to make us skinnier, then it's not going to do anything. It's just going to make us not want to spend our money on lunch.
I think it's pretty pointless because they're trying to serve us healthy food and we're getting pizza and french fries, and I think it's way too expensive for the stuff that they're selling us.
But it's not just the cafeterias that are affected. Clubs that sell the infamous candy boxes are feeling the effect too.
I really don't like it, especially concerning the fact that fundraisers are all messed up now because like we can't sell any candy or anything, and that's like a big part of like fundraising for trips like orchestra, Model UN, and youth in government.
You know, the people that are most disappointed, of course, are the kids that can't sell the candy, but it's all right. We have alternatives.
We have to be more creative with how we decide we want to raise money to kind of offset the cost of the things we're trying to do. So you have to look around and maybe go to local restaurants, local businesses, and find other things to sell or other ways to help.
Luckily enough, one of the least affected food-related organizations is the Culinary Arts Department. Because they've been promoting nutrition and wellness for years, they only have to get rid of a few things.
Fortunately, we're not affected that much because we really don't deal too much with those types of foods. We deal with those on a very limited basis, so it really doesn't affect our particular program. Most of the foods that we make, we base on the food pyramid. The kids get a good overview of nutrition. So for the most part, we can only think of one item that we're not going to be able to make, and that was a holiday type of food.
So how are we going to deal with this new policy over the next year? Only time can tell, but through creative fundraising and good nutrition, hopefully we'll just make this a healthy transition. I'm Michelle Scott reporting for Monthly Rewind Season 11. See you next month.
Kelly Gallagher investigates one of WTHS's most talented groups of students.
In a society where entertainment and pop culture are so important, you may ask yourself, how can you turn this into this?
From the whiteness of the little feet to the shining of the hair.
The
Washington Township High School Concert Choir, led by Mr. David Van Antwerp, is not your typical choir class. The students involved are talented, motivated, and not only have a passion for music, but for their director and each other as well. But what makes concert choir so special? Concert choir meets 9th period every day. That is 2:30 to 3:30 in B11.
Well, I originally joined concert choir because my brother did it and he really liked it. And then I wasn't really sure if I would like it. And then I came here and I met Mr. V and I met everybody here and I made a lot of new friends and I realized that they were really dedicated and really wanted to be here. And I really love singing and I love concert choir.
Even though concert choir does take up most of students' after school time, Mr. Van Antwerp is extremely flexible.
Well, I appreciate the fact that people are willing to do just that, to come after school, to put in that extra time. Very often I have to show some degree of flexibility, but really the dedication that it requires on the part of an individual student to come out and hang out for the 4 or 5 days a week that we work is important to me. And I appreciate it.
I love concert choir because it brings a lot of different kind of people together.
One of the many beloved traditions that concert choir holds is the annual Pops concert. Mr. Van Antwerp, along with his fellow choir director, Mr. Corigliano, arrange popular music that the students vote on for them to perform in a concert for their family and friends. Concert choir is not only an important part of student life. Many students have been influenced by Mr. Van Antwerp and the choir and have gone on to major in music.
Music was always something that I thought about and I really enjoyed, but Mr. V's passion for teaching concert choir and everything that he did in class really inspired me to go on, not just as a musician, but as a music teacher. I realized that everything that he did and the way he was with us and the way he pushed us was just something that I loved, and it made me want it even more.
Concert choir also offers a variety of leadership positions for students who are especially motivated. These include section leaders and officers, the secretary, treasurer, vice president, and president.
I ran for president because I've always loved concert choir and I'd previously been an officer in women's choir, and I figured it'd be the best way to spend my senior year.
I enjoy all of my classes. Concert choir is a little zanier. Everybody's at the end of their regular school day, and it's a slightly different mix. It's a slightly different chemical, if you will, but it's a lot of fun and I enjoy it.
He started teaching, his students have been his life. They go hand in hand. What he does with them is what he has made of himself. The choir is his children. They're his kids. He looks after them. He keeps an eye out for them to make sure that they don't go astray. He wants the best for them, and I don't know what brought him to do what he does, but what he does is amazing, and I would never want to see that leave.
As both Mr. Van Antwerp and his students can attest to, concert choir is one of the most important and hardworking institutions that Washington Township High School has to offer. Pure talent, Mr. V's brilliant original arrangements and songs, and the seemingly countless hours that the choir and their director spend together make both their friendships and their music unforgettable. This has been Kelly Gallagher reporting for Monthly Rewind, Season 11. See you next month.
The transition from middle school to high school can be very hard. Sam Carfey tells us more about the incoming freshmen.
Freshman year can be a scary thing for all students. Every year, hundreds of students from all 3 middle schools are jammed into what could seem like a maze of pods, hallways, and staircases. As the new 9th grade starts their high school experience, I wonder how they feel about their new teachers, classes, and friends that they met, and how the teachers feel about the new class of 2010. New freshmen have a lot on their plate. Coming into an entirely new environment, some of the freshmen may even feel a little intimidated with new schedules, teachers, and classes this year.
Well, I think the high school is like a great place. It's a little bit crazy at first, but I mean, once you get your classes down, know your locker combination and stuff, it gets real easy.
I thought it was very big, but like once I got inside, it was a lot easier because like people would tell you where to go and stuff like that. So.
It's a lot different than I thought it would be. Like I thought it was going to be really scary and hard, but it's not that bad.
My first impression was that it was really big and really scary. Like I wasn't ready to come, but then once I got my schedule, I was like, yay, I'm actually in the big world now, and I got happy. Aside from anxieties about the school itself,
The new freshmen also face countless horror stories of the upperclassmen, making things rough for these first-time high schoolers. But did these stories have any basis in fact?
Except for that, freshman kick day, it was all good. Like, I was kicked one time because I look like a freshman, I look like a junior, whatever. But I mean, the freshmen, they're pretty good to everybody. I know a lot of the upperclassmen, so I'm good.
They're really nice. They're not really mean and everything. Yeah, they're really nice. No, not really. They've been pretty nice.
With countless clubs, classes, and activities available to all students, everyone has something that they can look forward to here at WTHS.
I'm looking forward to like track, because I want to go to the Olympics. That's one of my dreams. Run for the U.S. track team. Right now I'm in marching band, so I'm just doing the marching band thing. But I'm looking forward to getting straight A's, running track team. That's basically it.
I play field hockey, so like it's a lot of fun. Like I met a lot of girls from that. So like I'm looking forward to all the games and also the dances because they're going to be a whole lot of fun. Definitely the dances, yeah.
With about a month of school under the collective freshman's belt, they are now able to give the thumbs up or thumbs down to some of their experiences.
Least favorite thing is like the crowds in the hallway, because like I want to get to my class real fast because I'm like real impatient, but other than that, it's good. It's just the crowds that is my least favorite thing.
I'm late a lot. Like it's hard getting around because it's big, but that's really it. Everything else is good. My least favorite class has to be math because I don't understand it. It's hard and it's boring. I like to play the sports wise, and I don't like classes. I don't like most of my classes. My favorite thing so far has to be my drama class because it's really fun and we do a lot of activities.
If there's one piece of advice the new students have been hearing, though, it's been this.
I would say, just like everybody else, to get involved with things, but try to find something that you enjoy, where you fit in, and stick with that. Sometimes I feel like people spread themselves too thin by trying to get involved with too many things, and to take advantage of, the support and things that are at the school, with SAC counselors, guidance counselors, just to remember that that's what they are there for. Get plugged in with friends, know who you are, and stick with that. If you kind of jump around and change groups of friends a lot, it's going to be very difficult for you to find your own identity and to find and understand what really a true friend is and how to be a friend. So I'd say find that core group of friends and stick with them, stick to your guns with your convictions and things like that.
As the youngest class in the building embarks their new journey into the 9th grade, we here at Monthly Rewind want to wish them the best of luck and reminder to get involved into everything that comes your way. This has been Samantha Carthy reporting for Monthly Rewind Season 11.
As the competitions become more intense, athletes turn to steroids to gain more advantage. Here's Allie Martelli reporting on how the Board of Education is trying to squash the issue on a local level.
The use of performance-enhancing supplements is becoming more and more common among professional athletes. Lately, there have been allegations of steroid use linked to some of Major League Baseball's best hitters, including Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, and Jason Giambi. Not only are these home run hitting machines risking the official recognition of their accomplishments, but also the chance to join other great players in the Hall of Fame. Many high school athletes dream of someday having collegiate and even professional sports careers. Sadly, however, these dreams for many may also include the use of illegal steroids, which is becoming more common in professional sports. With its recent modification to the student-athlete drug test policy, the Board of Education has taken strong steps to ensure that the use of performance-enhancing supplements is not an issue at Washington Township High School. In addition to including testing for steroids, athletes are now tested year-round as opposed to just during their season of play.
We have a concern here for the health and safety of all of our students. There's a feeling that there's a possibility that students could be putting anabolic steroids or illegal substances into their body to enhance their athletic performance, that in the long run that's going to have, we believe, negative impacts.
Some of the dangers of steroid use include, especially in adolescence, would be the stunning of the growth, increase the risk of heart disease, and also it damages, irreversible damage to your liver.
Students certainly shouldn't be performing on the field of play if they're under the influence of some illegal substance, and at the same token, they shouldn't be performing on the field of play if they've taken supplements to enhance their performance that in the long run are going to have detrimental effects on their health.
In today's society, everybody wants to get bigger, faster, stronger yesterday. And unfortunately, it only comes through hard work. And you look at the student athletes that have success, that are clean, that are doing it the right way, it's through their hard work where they have that success. You don't need to go out and do it in artificial ways.
Some suggestions or alternatives to steroid use will be exercise a lot more. A natural testosterone booster would be to work your legs. So you increase the size and strength of your legs, which is the largest muscle group in your body, and that's naturally going to boost your testosterone levels.
As you can see, our athletes take conditioning seriously. Here, the boys' basketball team works hard to improve their overall physical fitness levels by participating in after-school weight training on Tuesdays and Thursdays in the off-season.
Many over-the-counter products that are sold in health stores that are not regulated by the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration. That supplement can contain a creatine, it can create a substance that's on the banned list. If you produce a sample that is positive for one of those substances that's banned, you are ineligible to participate.
I don't think it's going to cause any disadvantage to our team. Our team's, we're all clean and no problems with that at all. And I don't think it's going to cause any problems to soccer, at least.
And I would hope the motivating thing is not whether or not the concern is whether or not the thing that we're putting in our bodies might come out testing positive for something, but whether or not the thing that we're putting in our body is really going to have any kind of long-term negative impact on our bodies.
At Washington Township, we have always taken pride in our athletic programs, and with our new policy in place, it will be evident that we're winning our titles legitimately. This has been Allie Martelli reporting for Monthly Rewind, Season 11.
Washington Township schools date back to before the Civil War. Stephen D. Maria reports on the history of WTHS.
Be proud of the high school. It is a place where we have a wonderful program. We have a great climate in which our students can flourish. I hope that our students continue to recognize that as we challenge them, it's because we want nothing but the best. I think I feel very proud of being in the position because it's challenging. It's a very challenging position, but we have an excellent high school, and our staff, our student body are just wonderful people to work with, so I feel very good about that.
The town that contained 200 farms in 1885 is now home to the largest public high school in South Jersey. At the beginning of the 2006-2007 school year, Washington Township High School had a total enrollment of 3,010 students. Despite its sheer size, the school offers first-class educational and extracurricular activities for each member of its student body. But how did all this come to be? Who was behind it, and why was it so successful? Everything started somewhere, and this started here, in Washington Township.
Believe that we've continued on a path that was already set before I came here, and that was a path of continued academic improvement.
The history of Washington Township High School dates back to before the Civil War. The earliest record of any school in the Washington Township area is the Friends Meeting School, which was built in 1779 and burned down in the year of 1839. The next school in the area was built by John Turner sometime before 1785 and used until 1856. Demolished by William Irvin in 1922, the students who attended the Turner School started attending the Bunker Hill School on Herfville Cross Keys Road. Before the Bunker Hill School was built in 1850, the DeLike Schoolhouse and the Kramer's Corner School were also built. The Bunker Hill School was used from 1850 until 1922 as a school and still stands on Herfville Cross Keys Road today. Home plate can still be seen in the backyard of the former school, which is now used as the headquarters for the Board of Education. One might say that Washington Township High School was started after an 8th grade graduate of the Turnersville School started attending Woodbury High School. Later, the school board approved one student of Woodbury High School to take other students who lived in Washington Township to that school. In 1855, Bethel Academy was built, and in the next year, Old Turner Schoolhouse was replaced by the Turnersville School. By 1922, the Bethel Academy became Herfville Academy. In 1929, the name changed again to the Herfville Elementary School, by which we know it today.
The first thing that struck me when I started here a little more than 8 years ago was the tremendous climate of support. Within just a few weeks of being here, I felt the staff was incredibly accepting of someone who came in from the outside that hadn't really been part of Washington Township High School. And I just felt that support helped me to really grow in the role that I was doing and helped me to be very successful.
On the former site of McClure Homestead, what we know today as the 1112 building of Washington Township High School was built in 1962. The first graduation took place in 1963. The first freshman class consisted of 50 students who named the mascot, the yearbook, and chose the red, white, and blue school colors that still remain today.
The history of the high school is, again, the what we call the 1112 wing was the original high school. Then additions were made to that building. Then what we call the 910 wing was built as the original middle school of the district. And then that became, once the other new middle schools opened up, that became the 910 wing.
In October 1995, the people of Washington Township passed a $49.7 million bond referendum, which created the core of the high school, connecting the 910 and 1112 buildings. The building was complete in September 1997, creating the high school we know today.
And then ultimately this area we called the core was built and joined the two together, and of course we are what we are now, a very, very large, comprehensive high school.
Now that you know just a little more about the history of Washington Township High School, you can better appreciate the school for what it is today and make room for its continuous growth into the future. Whatever that may be is completely up to you.
We want them to continue to grow academically. We want them to continue to be proud of their school and to show that in their school spirit. And I hope that awards that we've gotten over the last few years, such as the Governor's School of Excellence, will just continue here.
The boys of WTHS soccer are looking to improve their season this year. Christina Kurz reports. The boys soccer team is one of the many township teams that competes during the fall season. It is a sport that requires hard work, physical endurance, and determination. Over the past couple of weeks, the team has really come together and currently has a record of 5-1-1. The team, as well as Coach Patterson, is hoping to make this season unforgettable.
I think we got a lot of spirit. I think we have a lot of talent, and we've got a lot of experience back from last year, and we have a lot of newcomers that are showing up.
Our team this year is a very skilled team. We got a lot of experience. We got a whole bunch of juniors this year, but we're a pretty close team this year, and we're all good friends.
Besides speed and good soccer skills, there are many other elements that are important to building a winning team.
See, the whole team is really dedicated, and everybody on the team is really close, and we work real good as a team.
We have team unity on the field, so I think we're going to do well this season. We've all been playing with each other for a long time. We all know how each other play. We all interact very well with each other.
After getting into states last year and losing very early, the boys are determined and motivated to win it all this year.
I think we have a very promising year if we can continue to improve and take intensity out there on every game.
One of our focuses is to definitely win conference. You know, we have definitely a good chance to do it. We had one of the toughest conferences in the state, I would say, but we definitely have a chance to do it. And if you know, win conference and Group 4 title, that would be the best.
This year, I think we have a chance at conference, maybe go farther in states and coaches tournament.
As a team, we want to do better than last year. We want to win states and win the coaches tournament.
Like every team, the soccer team has some fierce rivalries who they are really looking to beat this season.
Well, we always want to beat Shawnee, but Eastern and Lenape are going to be tough games this year because we have to beat them to win conference.
Definitely Shawnee. Shawnee's really good, and we always compete against them.
Our whole conference is our rivalry, but you know, if it's either Eastern, Lenape, or I'd say Shawnee.
As you can see, the boys soccer team is working hard to make this season a successful one. They have gotten off to a strong start and will look to continue to build on it throughout the season. Not only do these boys have a love for the game, they also have a lot of fun playing and stay united to help each other both on and off the field. I would like to wish the boys best of luck in their upcoming games. Hopefully they can win both Olympic Conference and state championships. This has been Christina Curtis reporting to you from Monthly Rewind, Season 11.
The red caboose, the red caboose upon the railroad track. Smokestack on his back, rolling down the track. The red caboose upon the railroad track. All right.
WTHS Renaissance is a great program that allows students to get involved in their school. Steph Fitt explains how.
Ever wonder who hangs up your freshman homeroom stars? Or how about the recognition banners that line the halls? These are just some of the many contributions that Renaissance has completed for our school. Washington Township High School's Renaissance program is filled with many awards, activities, and ways to help you succeed. Not only is Renaissance a rewarding program for students, it is also a weekly club dedicated to making our school a better place.
Renaissance is a program that rewards students for achievement in academics and extracurricular and community participation, and it also serves to improve the school environment.
Renaissance is a student-run organization that puts together all the rallies and the club incentives for the card holders.
While the administration takes care of the assignment and distribution of the Renaissance cards, the club student committee is diligently working on planning their next big rally.
Renaissance is in charge of the two Renaissance rallies that we do, the fall rally and the spring rally.
In the past, we've had some rallies outside as well as some rallies in the gym and in the CBAC where we plan games around different themes.
We always have free t-shirts, free prizes to throw out. It's a lot of fun for everybody, and they are basically our biggest incentives for kids to get the cards.
Besides the rallies, Renaissance is involved with an array of other activities and events, such as back-to-school night fundraisers, ushering at the People's Choice Awards, and helping set up and run Senior Service Day. They also participate in the Spirit Parade, Festival of Friends, and Freshman Orientation. From the recently developed homeroom to off-campus rally approval, this club has surpassed many expectations from its advisors and senior members.
One of our most recent achievements that we're really proud of is the mural in the freshman cafeteria.
Renaissance last year sponsored a contest for kids to enter in mural ideas, and the winner was able to paint hers through the spring of last year.
A lot of new programs to improve the school environment, to make more students feel recognized, like our recognition banners in the hallways.
We did some rewards for the teachers every marking period to kind of let them know Renaissance isn't just about students, it's about students and teacher relationships.
We just found out that this semester 1,200 people are eligible for Renaissance cards as opposed to, I think, somewhere around 950 last fall, which is a big improvement.
Renaissance continues to be a growing organization filled with action and opportunities. So get involved. Come on down to room A33 Wednesdays after school to help out. This has been Stephanie Vitt reporting for Monthly Rewind.
After the loss of 11 seniors, the girls' soccer team still has high hopes for this season. Emily Wagner tells us more.
The girls' soccer team is hoping for a successful 2006 season. 11 seniors graduated and only 5 seniors to fill these spots. Each senior knows that their leadership role is important this year. So I talked to the girls about what they believe everyone's role is with such a young team.
My role as a senior is basically just set an example for the underclassmen, make sure they stay in track in and out of school, make sure they don't get in trouble or anything like that.
My role as a senior, even though I'm hurt, is just to be positive and motivational and just to give advice.
Well, it's a lot different because there's only like 3 seniors that are playing, total of 5 seniors, but there's 3 of us that are actually like playing because we have 2 of them that are hurt. So it's weird. We have a lot of underclassmen where before it was like you're always looking up to people, but now like I'm the leader and I have to like be a role model. I have to make sure that I'm setting a good example for the underclassmen, and I think we're a lot closer than like last year because I don't know, we're just like we're more of a team. Like we also like work together better in the games and stuff.
Last year we had a very individually talented team. Our 11 seniors were very, very good. But after losing them, we knew that we had to step up and work together. Not that we aren't as talented, but we need to work more together as a unit. And this year we're more of a scrappy, physical team than individually talented. So.
I also got a chance to talk to Coach Snyder and some varsity underclassmen, and they gave some insight on this year's team.
It was a huge adjustment. It's been fun. You get close with the seniors and they leave, and there was 11 that left, and a lot of them played a lot. So the 3 that are healthy right now and the 2 that aren't, you grow closer with them and you expect more. And they've taken on a leadership role, and they're a big reason why we've gotten off to a fast start. Hopefully it continues. The seniors are really the leaders of the team. Their attitude, their work ethic, they're expected a lot. If things don't go right, I blame the seniors. That's just me. If we don't practice the way we should, it's the seniors. If we're late, it's the seniors. If the equipment isn't out here, it's their fault. They run everything that goes on. If there's a problem amongst the girls, it's the seniors that come to me. I deal more with the seniors than the rest of the team. I mean, I coach them all, but everything runs through the seniors.
I learned that no matter how many seniors there are, it's the quality of them, not the quantity of them. Because every game, they always push us no matter what. If we're out of energy, they tell us to keep on going, and they're just great motivators.
With only 5 seniors and 2 hurt, the girls have plenty of leadership on the team. Sounds like they're confident for their upcoming season. Good luck, girls. This has been Emily Wagner, Monthly Rewind, Season 11.
Here to make sure Township is keeping cool, Jess Althouse reports the new air conditioning unit.
As Township students return for another year of school, they'll notice a much cooler change in the building and an overall better atmosphere for learning.
As you have probably noticed, Washington Township's 1112 wing is now fully air-conditioned. The classrooms, hallways, and gym are just some of the areas now affected by the new units the school has received.
The first phase of receiving our new HVAC began nearly 2 years ago with the passing of the budget. A specific amount of money was budgeted through the referendum, and a portion of that money was used to build several different schools in Washington Township a new heating and air ventilation system. Washington Township High School, of course, being one of them.
The second phase of the project was completed this summer with 4 elementary schools and the high school being completely air conditioned and new HVAC systems put in place. And the schools were Bells, Wedgwood, Whitman, and Birches were the 4 elementary schools, and of course the high school. And now the high school, every classroom is now air conditioned. The hallways are air conditioned. Our gyms are air conditioned. All of our instructional spaces, including the 1112 auditorium, is now newly air conditioned.
Not only has the new HVAC been an improvement physically on the faculty and students, but it has changed them mentally as well. The optimum climate benefits the educators, administrators, and students, making them more comfortable and creating a better learning environment.
There's been a tremendous improvement in the learning environment and the teaching environment. With the addition of the air conditioning, the students can pay better attention, they can focus on the lesson and the work rather than the fact that they're sitting uncomfortably in a classroom and the temperature's not regulated. So it's been wonderful. Everyone's really enjoying it.
New air conditioner has stopped me from sweating, especially after gym, and makes a more comfortable learning environment.
I believe the air conditioning has made this entire school a better place. Overall, if you go wing to wing, you enjoy the comfort of having air conditioning everywhere you go.
Installers have been working throughout the summer to ensure the project would be finished for the 2006-2007 school year. Final touches were still being made in the month of September, and we will be sure to enjoy the comfort for many months to come.
I think I can speak for many students and teachers when I say the new HVAC has been a much needed improvement. It has increased student morale and productivity, making this school an even better place to learn. This has been Jessica Althouse reporting to you from Monthly Rewind Season 11.
Girls cross country is attempting to go the distance in this year's state title. Morgan Draper reports on the story.
Here at WTHS, we are known for sports such as football, basketball, and cheerleading. But one sport that excels to its fullest and is often overlooked is girls cross country. This season, they are hoping to achieve their goals while becoming more recognized throughout WTHS.
Well, we've been working really hard this year, and we've always been the smaller part of the teams in our school, so we've been getting a lot more appreciation than normal, so we're working on it.
I believe that if you're aware that we have a cross-country team, you know what it's all about, you appreciate it, but many people aren't even aware that there's a cross-country team. So.
A little bit. Like, we come out here every day and like run a few miles. Like, we have a lot of hard workouts, and I think like that we should get appreciated a little more. Like, cross country gets a third of the budget of all the other sports, and like I think that we should get appreciated a little bit more.
With the girls running into their 15th season, they are hoping for a brighter outlook on championships. Coach Patterson has many goals as a coach to help the girls strive to their best and achieve a championship name.
As a coach, I think it's important to bring out as many girls for the team as we can, and to have them have an appreciation for fitness and for self-discipline and to enjoy running.
I definitely think this year is different. We have a lot of new girls, and everyone's just so excited about cross country, and we're working really hard, and I really think we can make it really far this year.
Yeah, we have a really strong team this year. A lot of the younger girls have really stepped up this year, so we're hoping that we're going to win counties again. We won it last year, so hopefully a lot of the young girls will step up, and you know, the older girls just keep a good leadership role with them, and just we'll keep working hard and win.
As a team, I think we have a very good chance over the next couple years to beat some schools that we haven't over the past few years. In terms of county championship this year, we're definitely a contender, as long as we stay healthy.
Shannon McCarthy, only a sophomore, is one of the most inspiring girls on the team. She's only been running cross country for 2 years, but is already a part of the varsity team.
Well, I used to play soccer, so I actually tried out for the soccer team, and I decided that it wasn't for me. And when I was little, I always loved to run, so I just switched, and I did really well my first meet. Well, I want to keep getting my times down, and hopefully, maybe by junior year, senior year, make it to the meet champs, and just maybe go to college for running.
Diana Gabriel is the only senior on her team. After overcoming an injury over the summer, she has come back to the varsity team for one last year. Her teammates and coaches look up to her as an inspiration.
She's been hurt last year over the summer, and she's just really positive with everyone and gives everyone great pep talk.
Diane has been a great role model for our team the last 2 years. She has withstood some injuries and has come back to improve herself, and has been a very good role model for our girls. Very enthusiastic. And
I would like to wish the girls cross country team good luck as they continue on with their season. Hopefully we'll be hearing more about them as they achieve their goals and championships. This has been Morgan Draper reporting for Monthly Rewind, Season 11.
Thanks for helping us kick off Monthly Rewind Season 11 with our September edition.
Make sure you tune in next month for our October episode.
I'm Gina.
And I'm Sam.
Have a good night, Township.
Good night.
Do it one more time. I just hit myself in the face.
I wish I didn't sound like an idiot. Stop waving at me. Stop it. It's 10 minutes too. And.
Pat is the captain for the 2006 boys cross country team and a member of the student council. And it's okay, that was actually a good one too. That was actually good, what happened?
Watch out for bears, and if you see a bear or a geese, which is multiple gooses, play dead. Play dead. Or run. If it's a goose, I'd run. If it's a bear, I would run. Tickle it. Or tickle it, if it seems like not that angry of a bear.
Mr.
Is that it? All right, shout out to K-Mac.
I'm being swallowed by a boa constrictor. I'm being swallowed by a boa constrictor. I'm being followed by a boa constrictor. I don't like it very much. I know. He swallowed me toe, Oh gee, he's up to me knee, Oh fiddle, oh faddle. He just swallowed me middle, Oh heck, he's up to me neck, Oh dread, he just swallowed me.
Okay, yes. That's how you're racing?
Yes, no.
That kind of sped the process up. We felt that it became important. Well, you're going to take that out. All right.
Oh no, you just broke it. Pat is also a member of this year's 2006 Student Council. And it's okay, it's fine, go ahead. I'm sorry. No, it's fine. I got a few errands to run. It's fine, it's fine. Calm face.
Anger face, 1, 2, go.
Was that angry? Was that angry now?
That was perfect.
I don't care if it's on. Daddy T, what up? All right. WTHS. No, I forget because I concentrated.
That was the perfect scene. Keep going.
Ha, ha, ha! Staying alive, staying alive. Mark the basket. I dropped my paper. This has been going on for about half an hour, folks. I've been reading this. There's nothing here. I've been trying to get, what, 6 sentences down without acting like a complete idiot. I blame me. Turn the camera off.